Right, so we're going to do a short standing movement session. So if you are working from home and you need to stand up from your desk, shake it off, move around a little bit, stretch a few of your joints and your muscles, then this one's for you. So we'll get started. So we're going to start at the bottom, work our way up, try and keep it pretty brief. Alright, so just standing, all we're going to do is we're going to go up and down on our toes. So we're going to stretch those toe joints. So really flexing the calf muscle, stretching the toe joints, one and then the other. Okay, so then all we're going to do is just rock over onto our toes. So we're bending our toes backwards. So just stretching over the tops of the feet, down the toes, and stretching there. Okay, we're going to move into some circles with the ankles. So again, you might get a few clicks out of everything, but just circles with the ankles, with one and then the other. Okay, again, there's some clicks coming here. I'm very clicky. All we're going to do is just some mini knee bends. So some mini squats. We're thinking about the knees coming over the toes and stretching the ankles just a little bit. Now you can do that one at a time if you want to, putting a little bit of weight through one and then the other. Good. Okay, so then if we work our way up just a little bit, we're going to do some toe touches. Now it might be that you can't get all the way to your toes, that's absolutely fine. We're just going to go gently down the fronts of the shins, see how far you can get, and then we're going to come back up. So we're going to repeat that. Now it's really important here that you don't worry too much about your back. So we just want to let it bend, just really gently, just bending. And for me, I can feel this right down the backs of my legs. And we're just going to do a few of those. So definitely sitting for long periods of time. We do get tight in our hamstrings. It's important to just get them moving a little bit. Okay, so then what we're going to do is just some practicing standing on one leg. So balancing on one leg, it might be that you need to just hold something. So we're going to take one knee up as high as you can. Now as I bring that knee all the way up, I can feel my butt on the other side switching on and just tensing. Okay, we're going to hold it if we can. Lovely. And then back down again. So we're going to swap over. So lifting the knee as high as you can without holding it with your hands. Good. And squeezing the butt on the other side. Lovely. Now for this one, again, you might need to hold on. So we're going to try and just get that foot across onto the knee, and I'm just going to bend it and let the knee come out here. So for this one, all I'm doing is I'm rotating the hip, and I can feel it really stretching in the hip there. So if you can sit back into that, it's a really nice glute stretch. Good, and then the other one. So a little glute stretch there. Good, don't fall over. That's a really nice one. Okay, and then the quads. So again, sat down, they get a little bit tight, so we're going to think about just pulling that up at the back. So if you can't do this, and if you can't grab your foot at the back, so some people will have a little bit of stiffness in their knees, then that's absolutely fine. Another way of doing it is to come into a little bit of a lunge position. You can either put that knee on a chair at the back, but just stretching so that you feel it down the front. And we're going to swap over, lift up the other one, just give it a little stretch. Now you can repeat this a few times on each side, depending on yourself. Good. Okay, so that's your quads. Now we're thinking about your spine and your lower back. So we do get a little bit of backache when we're sitting for too long. And each segment in our spine needs to be able to move. And we will have little segments where they get a little bit stiff. So we're going to think about from the top. So from your head, the top of your neck, we're going to bend every single segment on its own, one after the other. And we're going to roll down. So we're really flexing the spine as far as we can. And then we're going to come back up really nice and slow. Now for some people, if their back's against a wall, that can help sometimes with knowing where you are in space. So just bending. Again, we're going to do that one more time. And we're going to come as far down as you feel comfortable, and then we're going to roll back up, segment by segment, all the way up. Okay, we're going to take it into some shoulder rolls. So don't forget this, you can do this while you're sitting, forwards and back, all the way around, good. And then just standing, we're just going to take the arms up and back down, good. So we know our shoulders are ball and socket joints, and we need to be moving them round as much as we can, good, every day, and not just being here on our laptops and our keyboards. Lovely, so a few rolls with those shoulders, good, and then finishing off with just a few neck movements. So taking the chin to the chest, just looking down, and then we're going to look up, stretching the front there. Shall we call it a lockdown chin? And then bend, and then stretch the chin up. Good, we're going to just look over our shoulders, so rotating and rotating the other way, and then again, and again, and then just a couple of side bends. Lovely, okay, we're done.